My name is Ken Doty with the Maids International out of Omaha, Nebraska. We are a franchisor of Maids services. Our Maids services cross all over the United States, about 170 plus locations in the US and in Canada. Primarily our job is to clean homes. What makes us unique is that we're better than anyone else. The level of our clean and the quality of our clean. We use a unique process, a unique number of team specialists in the area to clean your home. I would say that we probably, efficiency-wise and quality-wise, can pretty much beat anyone in the market. A couple things that we were challenged with when I first walked in the door is that one, we didn't really have a CRM system or anything that would actually help us manage, track, or drive customers to the point where we wanted to move to a quote within our operational software. And of course, I think that would actually lead me to ClientTether. Why we went with ClientTether, or at least why we actually originally started to speak with ClientTether, was that we primarily needed a solution a little different than the typical enterprise CRM systems. And we really did not have a solution that would fit the needs of a franchise operation. And the reason why is because in our world, every owner has their own way of doing business. Every owner wants to put their own little spin or their own flair into everything that they do. And ClientTether's project or their workflow tool allowed us an opportunity to customize not only what we would recommend to them, so we would build out what would be recommended solution, and then they would actually have the capability to customize it specific to their own particular needs. The real impacts that we're seeing is the overall positive feedback from the end users. So the comments from the end users that we are very excited about the system, that the system's doing what we need it to do, that for the first time they're able to actually see what funnel they're in, where the funnel is, what's the value of that funnel, that the communications are automatically going out even if they forget to make that happen. They're being reminded that they need to make those phone calls. They're being automated for them. It's very exciting from that standpoint to see the action of the end users. So typically our customers that come to our website are looking for a quote. That usually means that they have a need for a service that is impactful right now. So timing is extremely important to us. We have really missed that opportunity in the past because for those that did a really good job of possibly following up on them, made a very concerted effort. But we had a lot of franchisees that were so busy that those kind of took a back seat to the calls coming in, taking care of the existing customer base and so forth. So ClientTether allowed us an opportunity to take care of everyone in a very timely fashion. And that improved our close rate, that improved our engagement rate, and customers now are responding with a lot more positive responses. That's how we're using it today. Now here in the very near future, we're in the process of building it out to connect to our existing customer data set so that we can use the retention side of ClientTether so that we can now look at things like conversion. So for those customers of ours that have chosen to have a first-time clean, but for us, we really want them for the long term. So if they have not made a step to that next clean, ClientTether will actually help us then promote the reason to come to the second clean, or the third, fourth, fifth, and so on. And then there's also the desire to reactivate. So for one reason or another, a customer may leave you. But we also find that a lot of those customers want a reason to come back, especially after they've tested someone else and they realize the quality of our service. So we put them on what we would call a reactivation plan. And that works exceptionally well for us as well. Anything that's easy for your end users means that you had to do the legwork ahead of time. So you understand your sales process would be number one. How often do you want to communicate with them would be number two. And number three would be is how do you want to communicate with them? So do you want to put them in an email campaign, a text campaign, or a phone call campaign, or a combination thereof, all three? And for us, we chose email. We will now start to sprinkle text in and out for those that would actually allow us to text them, because we're trying to respond to the way that they want to be communicated with. But if I'm in another industry and I was sitting down with, let's say, another owner and I happen to be heading up their technology, I would be turning to them and saying, let's walk through our sales process first. Secondarily, let's outline what we want that process to look like. Then we'll fill in the content that falls into each of those communication models. Once we build it, your team's got it. They don't have to do anything. It's already been built for them. They just walk in, click a button, and life goes.